Hi, this is Ati Aryan, and I'm going to talk about how to start or how to organize a worship team ministry. So, this is your training 101 for worship team or ministry organization. So, is it enough that you know how to sing, that you know how to play an instrument? So, those are the questions that we are going to tackle or have answers today. So some people would sometimes ask the questions, is it enough that I know the word of God? Is it enough that I know what worship is? So what are the things that are important in being a member of a worship team or a worship ministry? So worship, of course, as Christians, we know that everything that we do, as long as we are glorifying the Lord, is part of worship. Whether you are working, whether you are arranging the chairs, you are uh, you are washing dishes, you are doing or spending time in a valuable manner, that is also part of our worship. But what if we say the worship that we do inside the church, wherein we sing songs, we incorporate Bible verses, prayers, and thanksgiving, we shout for joy, we clap our hands, we dance to the Lord. So, what should we do if we are interested in doing ministry or yes, in worship ministry or in as a part of the worship team. So we will be trying to look at what are the things that we have to remember when we are trying to organize a worship team or a worship ministry. So the first lesson that we have to remember, of course, kailangan nating i-involve dalawang I. So ito yung prerequisite, involvement and invitation. So this involves a lot of involvement means involving our youth members and everyone, okay, in order for them to be interested in music and to be interested in or have uh what do you call this enthusiasm in worshiping the Lord through music and being in a band and being in the choir or yes, doing vocals, doing technical and media involvement is very important. Kasi kung hindi involved yung ating mga youth members or church members, paano natin sa kanila may introduce yung ministry ng worship or music ministry? So, how do you do that? How do you involve them? One of the most effective is you involve them in rehearsals, for example. Not rehearsals, but involve them in a presentation every Sunday. In a presentation, for example, sa tithing and offering, pwede niyong gawin yun. And you have a song by the youth or by people who want to be involved in the singing of a song. And then involve them in the devotion for the music for music ministry and then of course in the rehearsal for the presentation. So ang ginagawa natin is in-invite natin sila, yung mga youth, invite them in a devotion before mag-practice ang worship team and then teach them songs. So, lahat ng mga gagawin dapat sa simbahan, mayroong kanta, Bible study may kanta, pero common practice naman ito, laging may kanta, in a prayer night, laging may kanta, fellowship night, laging may kanta. So, um, hindi na natin, we will not be going into details about all of the things that we can do, during rehearsal. So involve all of the youth members and then let them sing a presentation in the Sunday service, for example, in the tithing and the offering, or or after the preaching or before the word, the sharing of the word, pwede. Okay, at least one song lang, okay, a new song. And then that new song will now be part of the corporate worship set list. So, nagiging parte siya ng set list. So, sometimes yung youth members yung mag-introduce ng tono, ng lyrics ng kanta by presenting it to the congregation. So, and then papracticing na siya ng worship team. Okay, so involvement. So that's all about involvement. Practice and then present. Okay, practice and then present. Next, of course, invitation. This is where it's some worship leaders fail to do. because they do not invite the willing worship team members. Sometimes nakakalimutang mag-invite. So dapat sana ang ating worship leaders or worship pastors um, simultaneously while observing who are those who can sing on pitch or who can play the instruments or are interested to play the instruments and who are interested to get trained. Kasi makikita naman natin yan sa involvement part pa lang. 'Di ba? They're not late. They want to be there in advance so that they can play with the guitar and the keyboard, or sometimes they stay longer because they want to play or sing. So those are our interested people. So don't leave that behind, or don't disregard that, because that means that is potential. The interested people are those with the potential. Okay? So after mo makita kung sino yung mga interesado, of course, do not forget to invite them. Okay? Because our members, our potential members, are human beings. So we have to ask them, do you want to join? Or directly invite them. We will be having a rehearsal on Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. So if you are interested, just show up and then we will have trainings for you. We will include you in our trainings. We'll set a schedule for you, etc. So sana maiwasan na natin ang accidental worship leaders. Ano ba yung accidental worship leaders? Sometimes, because we see potential in a person, nakakasunod siya sa tono, magaling siyang kumanta, magaling siyang mag-guitar, magaling siyang mag-keyboard, magaling siyang mag-drums, we fail to invite them. We just say, uy, ikaw yung mag-drums ha, ikaw yung mag-vocals ha. No, it's not like that. Okay? Baka kasi they're just polite, no? And they don't want to say no. Pero meron pala siyang ministry na gustong ma-involve siya. So we have to respect our potential members by sending an invitation to them or telling them that, hey, I can see that you are very interested in singing, in playing the guitar, in playing the keyboard, playing the drums, or in technical media or something like that. We have a rehearsal at 4 p.m. on Saturday. You can come with us. So you can come and join us. Or on Sundays, of course, you can flash it on the screen that whoever is interested, just show up and you're going to be part of the worship team. And then you will be having a series of trainings. Okay? So those are my first points in organizing a worship team. So don't forget to follow, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe. See ya!